toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Raging Cajuns offense will have the first possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands that...
Lots of running room. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Louisiana 7, Buffalo 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Buffalo Bulls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Durant. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Durant. Makes the catch, it's Stills. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wide open downfield. Running to Green. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass. It's Durant. Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go back to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. Turning it on! And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. To the air, it's Durant. Caught in the backfield, it's Stills. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. All the way back to the 15. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it. They make the tackle just out. And goal from the 1. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feet. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Louisiana, 24. Buffalo, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
The Bulls will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 35. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. There he goes. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Louisiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Got a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Durant. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Safe completion on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. To the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Working the middle, it's complete. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 5.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Louisiana, 45. Buffalo, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Durant. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just keeps moving. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Raging Cajuns will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being a...
Touchdown, Cajuns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. To the air, it's Durant. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Bulls will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's 2nd and long. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Durant. Under fire. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what he can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. There forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. After this, it'll be a wrap. Handoff from the gun. Takes it the other way. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game.